Oh, me. You can see that. You can hear it. Hear it. Speakers. So, this weekend was Thanksgiving in Canada. Yeah, it was. It's a little different than American Thanksgiving. Obviously, the date's different. But we also celebrate, like, the harvest. So, like, a bountiful year. Where I am, it's rural. You know, so harvest is done. Everyone's like, yay, we're good. And that's awesome. I think people should be thankful. Fuck, I'm thankful. I mean, I tell y'all all the time. I'm thankful for everyone that like stands by me, that supports all of these random things that I decide to do. Brainwaves, we'll call them. And it was alarming to me, I guess. So as I'm scrolling, because I do scroll, I mean, we all do, through this year, it really like was overwhelming how many people were celebrating and being thankful for like, oh, I'm thankful for $1 million home. I'm thankful for 5 vehicles. I'm thankful that travel is open so we can take 50 vacations this year. And it kind of dawned on me, and it freaked me out how like the emphasis now is on stuff. Now, those of you that know me know I used to be about stuff. I used to be all about stuff. You give me all the stuff. If it's cool, I'm in. If it's medium cool, I'm in. I accumulated stuff. Materialistic shit. You can see I have collections of collections. Jess always bugs me that collecting collections is called hoarding. And that was me. But it also got me thinking, like, what am I thankful for? You know, obviously I'm thankful for health. Knock on wood. I'm thankful for, you know, having a home, having food, having friends, having that sort of stuff. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for people. There's been a huge shift in my life. Those of you that have like known me for a long time, I've moved away from stuff. Stuff isn't important to me anymore. Be it like camera gear. I hate camera gear. I love cool stuff. I hate camera gear. I hate clutter. I hate it. It doesn't hit to me anymore that that's like what's important. You know, you always hear the cliche things like the person on their dying bed's never like, I should have worked longer. Or, oh, I wish I had this. That would have made my life full. And I think for me, I give thanks to the people in my life that are about what I'm about. The people that sacrifice themselves for things, for a bigger picture. They're, what's the word? Selfless. And off the top of my head, and I'm not saying one's more important than the other or that they're equally important, but I think of, you know, seeing all these people with their like huge spreads of food and this and this. It's like, there's so many motherfuckers out there that don't have close to that. And you're going to toss it. You know, like, let's be realistic. You're going to have some turkey, have some dressing, and do your thing. And then majority of it's just going to be like rotten in your fridge. And then there's people that don't have that. And that bugs me. That bothers me a lot. There's people that don't take vacations. There's lots of people, you know. Jess and I are guilty of it. I mean, when we could travel, we were traveling as much as we could. And when we were doing it, I mean, we made memories, yes. But I think we kind of overlooked that it's not a privilege that a lot of people have. So this year I really just wanted to like be more thankful for the people that they're doing the hard shit. You know, the nurses who are missing their families because they're looking after us. The healthcare workers as a whole that are doing everything that they can so that we're healthy. That's important. You know, the teachers that are tasked not only with teaching curriculum, but helping shape and mold kids, our next generation, the people that, will be our leaders, will be our nurses, will be our next generation teachers, our youth. Like, that's important. That's important shit. That's way more important than, oh, I'm thankful that I have a closet full of red bottoms. Who fucking cares? I don't. And if that's what your people care about, check your people. Get better friends. This weekend was heavy, and a lot of y'all are gonna be like, man, I'm so annoyed with hearing you talk about the dog rescue. I talked to some of y'all last night, just as a whole. It's another thing I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that I do have friends that I can just be like, yo, this is bugging me so much. And these people take the time. But this weekend was really heavy. The rescue, I got 3 puppies into care, exhausted all options. Unfortunately, it was their time. They didn't make it. So this was normal people like you, me, normal people that are now dedicating their Thanksgiving weekend to care for these 3 puppies that nothing in their doing had them in the predicament that they're in. And with that being said, that was also then followed up by a pit bull that came into care who had like horrible injuries from a fight with a porcupine. And this is people that are like, oh shit, it's the middle of family supper, but I'm needed here. So I'm thankful for those people. Those are my people. Those are people that they show up, they do what they need to do. They're fueled by passion. And that's important. I think as people, we have to step back and prioritize and be like, yo, this is what I'm passionate about, and do more of that. So I know y'all are going to be like, man, I get so sick of like seeing endless shit about support the rescue, help the rescue, save lives. You know what? I ain't never going to stop. I'm never toning it back. If you don't like hearing it, don't listen. If you find it annoying, unfollow me. I give a shit. But it's important to me. It's important to Jess. In our eyes, it's something that's very important. And that's why we do it. Because we're in a position, thankfully, that we can. And it's not a like dedicate your life. It's not a put an addition on your house to foster puppies. It's $5, $10. Foster a puppy. You know what's even easier? Sharing something on social media. Because you know what? It's free and you're going to do it anyway. You're going to share a million silly things. Why don't you share one thing that matters? Like, I'm thinking on my Instagram right off the top of my head, I have like 8,200 and some followers-ishes. If each one of those people donated $1, $1, that's $8,200. That's a lot of dollars. That's a lot of lives. That's a lot of puppies. And for me, it's not just about saving puppies anymore. It's not. I mean, it's important to me. It's something that I'm very passionate about. But for me, and I guess for us, it's seeing the progression in these little puppies when they can learn to play. You know, when you're not so worried about staying alive, that you can actually play. But also the joy that our 3 have brought to us is uncomparable. Hands down. I mean, and we all can relay that, whether it's a dog, whether it's a cat, there's something different. And the one thing that they've brought in our zoo, the one thing they brought into us is happiness. You know, like anyone that's been around has saw like Miso and I interact. And all I have to do, no matter where she is, what she's doing, say like, Miso, I need you. And she races over and she's there. That's amazing. Like the feeling of that is, it definitely reminds a person they're not alone. You know, like something gives a shit. And it's the happiness that it's brought to our house, knowing the happiness that like it brings to other people, you know, hearing the tales that some of our foster puppies have like gone into these homes and they've just like changed it. I get it because it's happened to us. So here's my thing. If y'all don't like it and don't like hearing about it, don't. I ain't making you. But I'm not stopping. Another thing I'm thankful for this year is it's a weird thing, but I think it's something that needed to happen. I'm motivated by music. Music is my life. Music is my thing. I heard a song and last night because I was waiting for the release, and then I heard it again this morning, and then I like broke it down, and I was like line by line going through this, and I was like, this thing hits, and this thing hits personal, and this thing hits hard. It was really reminiscent of when I had my, I don't know what some people call my breakdown. It wasn't my breakdown, but it was like, you know, being comfortable, being different, not being the status quo, making your own way. And I was like, you know what? That totally gets it. I totally understand that. Like, that speaks to me. And what really hit me and what I'm thankful for is that people now that are put on podiums, put on pedestals, in positions that people listen, now the people that are talking are moving more towards being real. Like, real life, raw, no bullshit. Life isn't social media. Fuck, I'm guilty of it. You know, my life is not glamorous. My life does consist more than just like sitting around, drinking coffee, playing with my dogs. There's more to it. I just don't let it on because I don't. And that's one thing with the podcast that I've really found, and I really had like this epiphany. It's not my time management skills that make it hard for me to do these. It's me that makes it hard to do these. This is raw. This is real. This, unless you're in my very innermost circle, this is the most raw version of myself that I publicly put out. And it's fucking scary. That's it. You know, like when I was listening to that song, it hit, and it was like they were saying about how like they were, you know, this one thing, and they did this, and they had to do this, and they had to do this, and then it was like, no, I'm taking my life back. But to be on a stage, and I by no means am saying my stage is that big. My stage is like 5 people, really. That's including family. But this person's stage was huge. And for them just to be so vulnerable and open and raw and real, it's like that needs to happen. And I'm thankful that that's happening, because the social media and fake life projections, it's gross. We're fucking people up. Not everyone's life is a holiday. You know, you see the memes, you see the stuff. It's not a holiday. It's not real. It's like it's an enhanced highlight reel of bullshit. I said it. I mean, yeah, I like seeing people doing that now. There's a creator who I've been a huge fan of for shit, I don't even know how long. We've become friends. And I saw recently their thing is they do lots of camera reviews, unboxings, that sort of stuff. So this is brand. They did a post that their longtime cat was sick, and They ended up losing their cat. And it was just like, yo, I'm taking a step back. I gotta look at my life. I gotta deal with real life things. And that's the truth. You know, a lot of people, and it's weird. It's something that I've yet to entirely embrace, but a lot of people like don't see what we do as creators online. They don't understand that we are real people. You know, I get sick, like, Jesus, I had a fucking sty and it's so grody. If you're just listening to this, check it out on YouTube. You can see it, but that's real. I mean, I have days where I'm like, I do not, under any circumstance, want to wear normal clothes. I just want to lay in sweatpants. But people forget that. You know, my whole life is not walking around, wearing flannel, drinking coffee. That's not my whole life. That's such a small part of my life. My life is real. My life is ugly. My life is a fucking train wreck at the best of times. I do look forward. Some of y'all are in the know. Lots of you aren't. I do look forward to what's happening in my normal life, me being able to talk about it, bring it out, throw it out there. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to be able to tell my tale. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful that people are starting to break down that social media is the best and everything's the best. The world's ugly. The world's an ugly place. It's getting worse, but it's getting better. There's hope, right? But I'm thankful for that. Like, because if things don't change, they just stay the same. What else am I thankful for, man? I had this, like, I even had a script, even had words written down that I wanted to talk about. I'm thankful for my friends. Y'all are like, I don't even know how, words can't describe. And I know I try telling all of you all the time how much you mean. But I'm thankful for y'all. You know, we have such an amazing group of friends now. I say now because our friend situation has changed, I think, as we've changed as people and our focus has changed as people. Y'all show up. Y'all are like patient. And I'm not a patient person. It's such a double standard because I'm not a patient person. But y'all are so patient with me. And I appreciate that. I appreciate I can message you at midnight and just be like, hey, what about this? And I get that. I get that feedback. I get, you know, you're being an idiot, or, you know, you're right. I'm thankful, obviously, for my family. My family's unreal. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for so much. I'm thankful just to be in the position that I'm in. But it also motivates me then to help. And I think a lot of y'all have saw over the while, I've moved focus. I've moved my moral compass. And for me, it's about stuff that matters. And I guess for Thanksgiving this year, it really hit me. And it's like, I don't want to overlook things because I don't want to take things for granted anymore. But I think for this year moving forward, I don't want to give thanks just to give thanks. I want to do stuff so that other people can be better. And be better. There's so many different ways, but I mean, if it's giving someone $10 when they ask me for $10, no questions asked, sure. Because you know what? It's fucking hard asking people for help. So if someone asks you for help, your only decision is whether you're going to help them or not. Giving them $10 and then specifying stipulations, just be an asshole. Don't do it. Your option is help them or fucking don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, you looking at this, it was sobering to me, realizing that I was like skipping recording podcasts. I'm fucking scared, and it's uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. Not even just the like talking to the camera thing. It's uncomfortable, like being out there, being vulnerable, sharing more. You know, on Instagram, I had that dialed in. It was this XYZ require like expected result. It was very methodical. It was very on brand. This isn't a brand anymore. The podcast, for me at least, is it's my personal avenue. And I like it. I like that, but it's scary. It makes me uncomfortable. And I mean, that's something I'll work on for sure. Why not? Because I do get people asking me like this and this and this and this. And I don't know. I just feel like it's an avenue and an aspect of myself that I do want to put out. I'm a private person, and that's something most people don't know. I did a Q&A, and it was pointed out to me by a listener friend who's really infamous for like calling me on my shit. They're like, you did a full Q&A and I know nothing more about you. And I do that. That's just the way I am. But I'm going to try. I mean, obviously I'm not going to put my whole life out there because that's not me. But yeah, I mean, why not? Let's take a gamble. I can't expect other people to like be 100% transparent and open and that sort of thing if I'm not. In my creative world, I like making people uncomfortable. I like making viewers uncomfortable. I enjoy being a troublemaker. I enjoy that. That's stuff that I enjoy as a person, but yet I'm not willing to do it. Well, I guess I'm going to hold myself accountable, and I'm going to do shit that that's uncomfortable for me. Because why not? Right? Yeah, I don't know what else. Like I always have like the ideas, and then I kind of like cut them off or shut them down. What else am I thankful for? Jess. I mean, obviously. Jess is pretty awesome. I think as we get older, we like, you grow as people. And the one thing with Jess is like, she's a ride or die. It's like, if you look at who I was as a human when we started dating to now, totally different. And it's like, I don't know better or worse. I'd like to think better. But she stood by me. You know, like, babe, I want to do this. Okay. All right. You know, when we hit tough times, like, it's, you know what, we're in this together. No questions asked. And that's rare. And it's something I super appreciate. So I don't even know if Jess listens to these. If she doesn't and you're listening to it, you guys should all tell her that I say nice stuff about her. I'm thankful that she's doing so well. You know, that we took a gamble. She took a gamble. Opening a business during COVID. Not just a little business, because anyone that knows Jess, there's no there's no testing your water, the water with your toe. It's an all in. So I mean, yeah, hey, let's totally redo a building from the 1970s to turn it into something awesome. Okay. And I mean, that's awesome. I'm thankful for the people that have supported her. The one thing that I don't talk about enough on here, and as a whole, is how proud of her I am. And the people around her that follow her and support her and help her achieve her dreams. You know, it's remarkable to me. And, you know, she's got it figured. And yeah, I mean, as a husband, it's awesome to see, and you're very proud when your significant other succeeds. But for me, it's like seeing her come from halfway across the country to build this fucking empire that like shadows me in relatively no time. That's people believing in what she's doing, what she sees, her vision, her dreams. And I'm thankful for that, because I mean, if it had went another way, who knows where we'd be, right? So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for a lot of things, but ultimately I'm thankful for people. That's it. I'm not thankful for shit. I'm not thankful for, you know, cool cars, 8-bedroom houses. We don't have an 8-bedroom house. If we had an 8-bedroom house, we'd have like 50 dogs. Let's be realistic. I'm thankful for relationships. That's it. You know, people bring a lot to the table, and I think a lot of times people just get focused too much on things and stuff. Things and stuff don't matter. That's not your legacy. It's not what the things and stuff you're going to leave behind. People will disregard it. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling. I like seeing the shift on social media now. I encourage you to do the same. Don't feed the fake anymore. You know, like the shit. I mean, being a photographer, I've saw so much where like photographers do stuff as far as post-production, and it fucks with people. It fucks with their self-image and their body and the way they view themselves. And for what? You know, for what? Nothing at the end of the day. Like a few likes on Instagram, shit, my likes are so garbage. Like, it's hilarious. I was scanning back, and I'm getting like the same like count that I did when I first started, when I would post shitty iPhone 6 photos. Oh well, I'm gonna post what I want because that's what I want to do. But like, people have to be cognizant of that. Like, as a photographer, that's something that was always important to me. Was I don't want to be part of that. I have a niece who I absolutely adore. And all the time it was, I never wanted to put something out that would make my niece feel inadequate. I'm not tall enough. I'm too tall. I'm not skinny enough. I'm too skinny. I don't fucking want to do that. That's horrible. That's horrible to people. I've always had that. I've always had my standard. I know I get talked a lot of praise about like my conduct. It's don't be a dick. That's it. Don't be a douchebag. But for me, it's always been, I want my shoots to be in a manner that if my niece was shooting with someone else, that the experience would be positive. And that was a pillar. That was a pillar for me. I don't like years ago, because anyone knows that if my niece was ever in a photo shoot and it was not 100% good, then it would be Mad Uncle. And Mad Uncle, oh yeah, I mean that's my homie. That's my little thing. So I'm pretty protective of her. So I've always been that, because everyone that I shoot is someone's daughter, someone's sister, someone's aunt. They're a fucking person. So accept them for who they are. Don't blow up the boobs, suck the waist, smooth the skin. That's bullshit. Like, you're exploiting someone. You're fucking with someone's long-term image. And I've saw so many people in the industry bail. You know, one shoot or an accumulation, and they're just like, I can't, like, my mental health. And that's the thing. Like, people have to be better to people. We know this. We say this. This isn't new news. But like, I'm thankful that our group has changed. We have people in our circle that do think like we do and view the world that we do and understand that we're just occupying a tiny little bit of space in a big fucking planet. So we can do stuff to help. You know, like you can give whatever little excuses you want, but that's it. They're just exclusive excuses. I'm not saying, you know, everybody in the whole world should support a dog rescue. I mean, some people don't like dogs. That's on you. That's not me, but that's you. But do something. You know, do something that somebody at their heart, at their soul, they'll be thankful for. With that next year, they'll be like, I'm thankful that this person that I don't know, because if you do something good and all you're doing is looking for recognition, you're an asshole. It's not a good deed if it's done with strings. But be the person that, like, next year, someone will be like, I'm thankful for that opportunity. I'm thankful for that person that did this. Do you remember this? Like, be that person. Be something. Be the person that people are thankful that you're you. That's all. I mean, it might be a lot to ask. I don't know. I'm not a fucking messiah. No, definitely not a messiah. I'm not even a motivational speaker. You know, I'm not. It'd be fun though. Bet y'all would sign up because I say motherfucker a lot. Just do that. Just be thankful where you are. Be thankful for who you are. And pass that to someone else. Someone, something. Just do something. It reminds, I always get this advice and it always hits because I always feel like I can't do enough. I'm never doing enough. And there's very few things that I'm super passionate about, but I always feel like I can never do enough. And it all just boils down to anything is better than nothing. That's it. You got nothing. Someone gives you $1, way better than nothing. You got nothing, someone walks by you, you still got nothing. That's shitty. That's a missed opportunity. So, yeah, that's it. I really want to talk more about this song. I'm not going to. Friday, there's going to be a reel about it. Using it. Yes, it's strategic. It's going to be on my Instagram. The other stuff, I guess, I don't know when these are going to post. I always say I'm going to do it more often, whatever. That's on me. That's a me struggle. I'll do my best to get better. It's going to be slow. Anyone that knows me knows I am not good at opening. I am not good at change. But I do it. I'll struggle through. But if you want to know when shit's happening, hit the subscribe button. That's the best way that you'll know when things come up, when things go live. There's another new release on the Troublemakers. I think this time around, I'm going to keep releases this year. I'm going to keep releases open longer. Fewer releases, but they'll be available for longer. So the Nightmare one, fucking so sweet. So sweet. And I mean, if you saw it, you'll agree. Yeah, it's crazy seeing your stuff in print. Not even just on print, but it's crazy seeing like your photo of a friend of yours on someone's shirt, on someone's hoodie, and it looks badass. So that's cool. I'm thankful for that. Yeah, like, subscribe. What else do I have for good news? I've been neglecting people on Facebook, but I no longer am going to. I found out today that I can monetize my Facebook. So if you're one of the, I don't know who, people that still use Facebook and not Instagram, there'll be some surprises there. I'm not going to forget about Facebook. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm going to tell y'all, keep being awesome, because I do. And I mean that. And if you're not awesome, be better. Become awesome. And yeah, be thankful for who you are. That's it. Be thankful for who you are, not what you have. Be thankful if you're in a position that you can do more to help someone else. Because we don't live in an echo chamber. We live in a world. And the world is all connected. Everyone's connected. You know, for all you know, you could do a good turn to someone and they cure cancer. Who knows? I don't, but you might be able to. So do what you can. Smile at a stranger. Do something. You know? Shake it up. Change it up. Yeah. If you want to know, these are now going more regularly on my YouTube. Because you have to have a YouTube. Follow there. Tell your friends. All that sort of thing. Y'all know what that's all about. Yeah. Keep being awesome. Be thankful for you. Be thankful for who you are. Push for your dreams. Don't settle in shit. That's not a thing anymore. So, yeah. On that note, I got the cool song playing in the background, so I don't want an eardrum anymore. So, on that note, I'm out. Keep being awesome, y'all.